Hello, welcome to another episode of the Mindful Introvert podcast. Happy holiday! I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and you're getting ready for the new year. And today's episode is all about naming your thoughts and naming your emotions, and that is very helpful in dealing with anxiety. And I feel like that is going to really help you in 2021, getting to know more of your thoughts and more of your emotions, and that will help you manage them a bit better next year. So definitely stick around if this is a topic that interests you, and yeah, that's it. So, the power of really naming your thoughts and emotions in dealing with anxiety and how this is going to help you in 2021. The idea is that in 2021, you're more in control of your emotions and more in control of your own ideas about yourself. And that is what's going to really move the needle next year opposed to this year. This year was very difficult for everyone, I guess. In a lot of ways, it was very difficult for me with the pandemic and all of this lockdown and this crazy virus. And the idea is really to come here and give you an easy tool to really help you deal a bit more with the things that are around us. So this idea comes from not living in autopilot mode. And this is something that I feel like we've been doing up until 2020. And that we had to relearn the way that we are living, basically, with this situation that has been happening this year. So I felt like even myself, I was working on autopilot. I was living as an autopilot, in autopilot mode, because even in my career, in my social life, because we took a lot for granted, right? So we were taking a lot of situations that they were just there at our complete disposal. We could do whatever at any time, and now we have a little bit more of some restraints and limitations around us. And I think that brought a lot of mental health issues to a lot of people. And those people are not used to dealing with these issues. And those issues, I believe, they serve a purpose. They are not here to just be a nightmare and just stress us out and get us to burnout. No, definitely, they are here to warn us for something that we need to pay attention to. And what happens here is that if we don't pay attention, the symptoms or the signs will get louder and louder and stronger. So imagine, like, if you have migraines, if you used to have migraines and now they're starting to become very strong, that is just a sign of the anxiety or stress or whatever it might be, that is just getting louder and louder, so that you pay attention. And it's going to keep getting worse until the moment that you take the actual time to address it and to cope with the things that may be causing it, or even find the cause. And so this is the whole idea of this episode, is really to bring your awareness to that idea that we need to have, that pay attention to the signs and pay attention to the symptoms, the physical symptoms that we have that may be warning us to some possible mental health issues. And so I think that a lot of people were not aware of these signs, and that started to become more aware of these as they entered the pandemic and entered the lockdown restrictions and all of that, because they had to live with themselves for longer, and maybe live with other people for longer, and having to share the same space and having to share the same conversations, the same stimulus, right? And so I think people didn't know how to cope with what was going on internally, and they started to divert to a lot of like Netflix, alcohol, a lot of other habits and addictions, may I say, even, that was really serving to numb them from the pain, numb them from whatever was happening, the stress levels. Some people working from home had to have a completely new routine, and some things, some thoughts, and some ideas come up to our mind that we're not used to have, and we don't know how to cope with them or how to deal with them. And the first instinct is to make them go away, to bury them, to push them away, and to just forget they're there. And that is where the mistake happens, because that only means that next time you push it, this time you bury it, this time you bottle up your feelings, your emotions, this time, fine. Next time it's going to get even stronger and stronger, and you will be even less prepared to cope with the things that you might be facing, or that thing that you're trying to push down really wants to bring your awareness to. And so the idea is to be in silence, and that is really my message for this episode today. If you've identified with everything that I've been saying, and you think you had to adjust, even if you're still working. I worked throughout the whole pandemic. I'm always working. I'm a key worker, so I have to keep working. Thankfully, something that I really appreciate, keeping working, because I would have to face even more personal development work, even more work if I weren't working. And I have faced quite a lot. I've done quite a lot of personal development work. I've paid attention to a lot of the signs that I needed to pay attention, and I keep bringing my awareness and keep communicating with my unconscious mind, which I have done a few episodes. I think it's 2 episodes back that you can check out on the importance how to communicate with the unconscious mind. And it's really when we learn how to listen to our intuition and to listen to our subconscious and unconscious mind that we really get a direction for our lives. And how do we do this? So it is exactly that. We start by channeling our unconscious mind. We look for those signals that we are trying to bury, yes. We're trying to bottle up, we're trying to push away. And we, instead of doing that, doesn't matter how much it's uncomfortable, how much it is painful, we bring them up. We bring them to our awareness, and we bring them to the present moment. And with kindness and with certainty, in a way that we can go through whatever we have to go, and we can face whatever it is that is expecting us. We can bring those thoughts, those emotions to our awareness, and we can challenge them, because, like I've said many episodes in this podcast, our brain lies to us, and our brain is just protecting you, giving you the worst case scenario, so that if they actually happen, you're prepared because you've been through them in your mind. So your brain lies to you all the time. Well, not all the time, but quite a lot of times. So be smart and just challenge whatever comes to your mind. If you have a thought that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, if you have that thought, ask yourself, is that 100% true? What are you good at that you're not valuing yourself? And how easy is it for you to start loving yourself more. And ask yourself, challenge your brain. Really go deep. And if you want to cry, you cry. If you want to laugh, you laugh. If you want to yell, you yell. But just let that emotion out. Just bring it up and let it out. And that is really how you are going to get in more control of your own emotions, of your own thoughts, and you'll become more certain of your worth, more confident in your own skills. And that is how you push the stress away. And it's very funny because the way to push the stress away is to embrace it, is to bring it closer to you, understand it, challenge it, and then you can let it go. Because it doesn't work just pushing it away, it will come back stronger. So that is really my message for you this episode. I hope you got something out of it. And if you want even more help on doing this, because I personally know how difficult it can be doing this just alone, completely alone. I wasn't doing this alone. I didn't do this personal development work alone. And this year alone, it's funny because this was the year that I invested in my mental health. I invested in my personal development. I've worked with one coach one-on-one, well, more than one coach, but one coach was definitely for 6 weeks straight. That was very intensive. Then I worked with another coach, amazing coach. And then I've invested in other programs. So I'm now a master practitioner in NLP, certified coach. And that has been such a roller coaster that I could never have done it alone. So if you believe that this is something that you can benefit from, having someone guide you through the process and really holding your hand, helping you along, and helping you challenge your brain, challenge your thoughts, I would definitely recommend that you would book a work-life balance audit that I have 30 minutes free, completely free. This is a risk-free call where we can just go over the problem areas that are happening in your life and some of the symptoms and signs that you might experience that you need to watch out and you need to bring to your awareness. And I can help you do that, and we can create an action plan to really help you tackle those. And if you're interested in doing so, I will leave the link to book the call in the show notes, and you can connect with me on Instagram at Coach Joanna Calado, and I would love to connect with you and learn more about your struggles and how I can help you. So I hope, if I don't see you, or if you don't come to my podcast before the New Year's, I hope you have an amazing 2021. You get all of your wishes. I believe that the universe has got your back, absolutely, and all the best to you. See you next time. Bye.